There's a shift in our society, whether it's British Columbia, North America, every community. How do we get buy-in from communities to ensure that we continue to support vulnerable people? How do we get buy-in from people in community for them to understand that housing is central, it's key?
Housing is so much more than four walls and a roof. It's what gives people stability. It's where connection starts. It's the foundation everything else is built on.
Welcome to Let's Talk Housing. I'm your host, Meeta Naidu.
People across British Columbia are dealing with a housing crisis unlike anything we've seen before, and too many people don't have a safe place to live. When someone has a safe home, they can focus on the rest of their life, their job, their education, their relationships, their health. And all over BC, we're seeing communities, organizations, and everyday people step up and work together. In our podcast, Let's Talk Housing, we shine a light on some of the people that are instrumental in making it happen.
Like a lot of our tenants, especially our seniors, are living on their own. They have limited social connections and ties. So I think it's really important that we're taking this into account and trying to foster these positive relationships in our buildings.
We're trying to create communities where people have the ability to respond and take care of each other.
My first ever place that I felt like really understood me was living in supportive housing. I actually felt like safe there, and I felt like they understood me, and I felt like they took care of me.
We keep hearing it from our guests. Community matters. But what does that actually look like when we're talking about housing? How do strong, connected communities help solve these problems and make sure everyone has a safe place to call home?
Home is not just the physical space, but it is connection to community, the supports, the resources that are around them.
It really is important to use the resources that you have and build within your own community.
And when we make sure every ability and every background is included from the very beginning, we collectively break down barriers and build new partnerships that give everyone access and opportunity.
Every day we see the impacts of oppression, we see the impacts of marginalization, we see the impacts of colonialism in our work every day because we're serving the folks who are most impacted negatively by those systems. And so it leads itself to really important conversations around how we build better systems that are going to support everyone.
This isn't about more regulation, it's not about more red tape. It's about you. It's about your family. It's about your mom. Now everything's designed for 18 to 55-year-old males. How did that happen?
Because a lot of us have to navigate systems that weren't necessarily built for us, or they don't necessarily know what is kind of like common behavior in queer communities.
This is about strengthening Indigenous self-identity, creating that sense of place, connection to family, to ancestral community.
It's important for us to sort of recognize again that everybody's story is different. You know, how they sort of ended up experiencing homelessness is going to be very different. To just spend time to be with people, to listen to their stories, right?
It's trying to ensure that the people within these buildings have the tools that they need to be prepared and looked after.
Looking ahead, it's clear. Building a more inclusive, resilient BC starts with remembering that housing is about people. These stories from seasons 4 through 6 of Let's Talk Housing have shown us that behind every statistic is a real person, a family, a community looking for stability, dignity, and a reason for hope. These seasons have also shown us that centering Indigenous voices and perspectives and the voices from other folks facing barriers matters. We can build a province where everyone feels grounded, supported, and at home. The work is already happening. Now we just have to keep it going.
I feel really lucky to be surrounded by so many thoughtful, compassionate, creative people trying to solve these problems together, and that gives me a lot of hope.
Want to learn more about BC Housing? Visit us at bchousing.org or check out our podcast, Let's Talk Housing, wherever you listen.